I think we're live, everybody. If we are, hello, everybody. I don't know what I'm streaming under as far. Oh, this is my live stream. Don't know if it's even. Oh, it's unlisted. Okay, so I'm talking to nobody right now. That's always fun. Okay, well, we're gonna fix that in just a second here. I gotta get on my computer and edit that. But anyway, for anyone who's watching the pre-recorded here, that's what's going on. So that would be why you guys are seeing this right now as I get all the stuff ready here. But I'm getting a phone charger out here so that way I can charge my phone portably while I do this, because you guys otherwise will lose my stream eventually. So we don't want that. But let me do my camera lens here real quick. Oops. That's not fun. Alright. So what I'm gonna be doing today, and my screen is still not clean. I don't know how to get this camera clean. Hang on a second, guys. We're having some technical difficulties. Oops. There we go. Get this guy all shined up for you. There we go. Alright, now you guys can see like a normal human. Oops. Alright. Alright, so what I'm doing today, for the people that are watching the pre-recorded here, or post-stream, whatever you want to call it, the after-stream, is I'm going to be setting up my new setup for my editing studio. So that's what you guys will be seeing today, and that's why you see things kind of in the order they're in right now. I think that everything looks okay as far as quality. Ow. I'm gonna check that real quick. I just hit my toe. That's what that was, by the way. The ooh, ow. I'm check on the quality as well as make this video public, so that way all my peeps that want to watch in real time can. And this is a good time for all of you that have watched this after the fact to say, turn on post notifications so you guys can not have to miss out on these live streams here in the future. So that way you guys are part of my notification squad. The notification squad's always the best. I love all your pre-recorded peeps too, but the best people are the people that come around right away once a video's on. Because we're going to be experimenting with some stuff tonight, and you guys can also talk with me. I'm going to explain that to the people especially that are going to be on the live video once we go public here. Because the cool part about the public version, I figured out how to finally do the proper way. Why can't you open the page? Anyway, what I was saying is the reason why I figured out that I can do this is because I use Streamlabs OBS to stream this. And of course that works for this whole thing. But my Wi-Fi repeater in the other case does not work with this thing. So we're just gonna turn that off right now. That's gonna be moved anyway once we get going here, along with this setup that I'm going to be moving. I do gotta figure out where the laptop's going to go, though, because right now it's up on this shelf, which is obviously not going to be there anymore. So that will be a little bit of a trial and error process. I could always put it on the cart, though, or something on a shelf. So that won't be a big deal, I don't think. But anyway, I'm going to see what's going on here. Let's check out this stream here that, is there a, okay, I don't care. Oop. No, it's not made for kids. All right, and we are public right now. Done. All right, here we go. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. I'm gonna get this title change here real quick. Stream. So I'll tell you what we're gonna be doing here in just a moment. I'm just gonna check this out real quick here. Get this all figured out. All right, so let me go ahead and check out the video here and just make sure everything looks good for you guys that are watching. Oh, yeah. All right, so I see that we're having some slight audio issues. I'm going to try to look at that, see if there's anything I can do. I think it's because of the fact that I probably have the resolution set too high, so we're going to see if there's anything I can change about that. All right, so we're going to do, actually, let's do 1080p 30. Let's see if we can manage that. See if that does anything different. I had to get close to the camera, I'm sorry about that, but I had to see if I could see everything that was going on here. There we go, now we sound better. We might have a little bit of choppiness in the audio, but I can hear myself a lot better than I could before, so I apologize if we have any kind of choppiness in the video and the audio. That might just be a YouTube issue, but we're trying our best. I know that for sure that my okay, so I'm hoping that's going to fix it. Let's see. Are we online yet? Yes, we are. Okay, so we're back. So I just tried changing some stuff. Let me see if I can lower the bitrate a little bit as well. These are little streaming issues that sometimes happen, guys, but it should not really be this way on my connection, but for some reason it seems like we get these errors, even though I have definitely more than enough internet to handle this. So we'll do... let's go for, I think that's a pretty safe bet right there that should work. All right, we're trying our best, guys, so I don't know if we have any problems. I don't know what to do because I've tried my best here to mess around with settings, so hopefully this is good enough. I'm going to go double check it one more time on the YouTube site, but it's going to be possibly a little bit of a, mixed bag with this because my connection is just kind of weird around here. Even though I definitely have enough to do it, sometimes my internet connection does not like YouTube Live on my phone for some reason. And I don't know why that is. I just sometimes have problems with it. I mean, my internet's definitely maintaining a good enough internet to handle this, so I don't know what is going on. It looks fine to me, but it's saying that there's issues, so I don't know. But anyway, first step to this process of desk setup. Also, you can say hi down in the comments if you want to as well. That is something that you are able to do. You can send a comment down below, and I should be able to see your comments. I am the only one watching, but if you guys eventually file on and you want to say hey, go ahead, and I'd like to talk to you. So anyway, we're going to shut down the computer. That's the first step. So I'm going to shut down. Now that is what I edit on currently, that laptop up there. So that will be coming with us. First of all, though, I want to go ahead and open up these drawers and see what I've got in here. I'm going to try to remove as much stuff off this desk as possible. This magnet's going to come off. That door is empty. This one, got an empty water container in there, which actually I will be refilling. That one's got nothing in it. And water. We got in here a bunch of water stuff. So I'm just going to put this stuff over here where it's out of the way. And yes, I usually do go through quite a bit of water down here. That's why I have all this water. And especially once it's over where it's going to be, it'll really get used a lot because it's right over by the rest of my stuff once I get it over into the other area. And I will show you where it's going to be moved to in a little bit here. What I'm going to do though real quick is I'm going to say a special code word to wake up my Echo and have it turn on my other lights over there so that we can see what I'm doing. So, Amazon basement on. Okay, so there's all those. Okay. So we have a little bit more light when we're working. Amazon bedroom off. This way we have a little bit more ideal conditions for filming. Ignore that, that's just my light fixture up there. It fell down when I unplugged it. So we're going to unplug all this stuff. Power bar's got to come off the wall here. Alright. So here's the power bar. I'm going to turn this around. We should be able to manage this here. I'm going to set down my power bank. Like I said, feel free to comment. Comment once you file into the stream. I don't know why I keep tapping something, but I do. Alright, so let's see if I can get this all queued up here. Alright, so I'm going to unplug my light above my desk here. This idea came to me earlier today, by the way, guys. I decided I wanted a little bit newer of a setup where it would be closer to my other current stuff that I have. So I decided it would be a good time to show you guys what I'm doing and also talk with you guys while I do it. So that way I have a little bit of a video because I haven't came on in a while to talk to you guys and hang out with you guys. So I figured why not? We'll just take this time to do that. So I'm just kind of moving things over to this counter for now. Because obviously you want this to be as cleared off as possible. Now, this could be also a good time to mention a little bit about how to make everything look a little more organized, because right now it's not bad behind there, but there's just a lot of wires running every which way. And so hopefully I can kind of make it look a little better. It's not bad, but it is worse than I want it to be. Now, also what's going to happen too, once I get this over to my new space, is it's going to get a good wipe down. Because that way I can wipe down underneath where the TV and everything's been, because occasionally I do take all that stuff off, but it's not as often as I would do with, other stuff, per se. So there's the headphones, lighting controller, remote. Mouse for the computer. USB thingy for adapting multiple USBs to a single USB port. Whatever those things are called. I don't know what they're actually called. There's a technical term for it, but I don't know what they are. So it's a thingy. It's a thingy now. I'm gonna pull this TV out of the way first. Oh, I think we have a comment. Hello, how's it going? Andrew? Good to see you on the stream tonight. How's it going? Oops. Alright, so this is going to be taken off. It's kind of big. Alright, so you can see right here what I'm talking about. There's little spots where you can see where the TV and stand and stuff's been, and a little bit of dust back here from when I installed the shelf up there, because I did put that up myself. So this is going to have to come up here and set off to the side. That goes to my internet related stuff, so that's just going to unplug the Ethernet for now. I am going to come back over here to grab the rest of this stuff, so for now this stuff's just going to kind of relax out of the way. And that's running to my cart, so that's going to stay out of the way too for now. Now this has got to move, so in order for that to move, we're going to move this garbage can out of the way. This over here, a lot of this is storage, but this right here is some of my old tripods from when I used to do Encounter over to Campus Ministry. So I got a lot of different tripods and things, but I'm just going to grab a very basic phone mounted one for now. Just so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. So ignore some of the stuff over here. Like I said, a lot of it's storage behind me. This is my actual space right here. Oops, we'll scoot that over. Come on. So I apologize if it says poor connection at any point, guys. I am trying my best, but for some reason we have some... But try my best here. Alright, so this is going to move. I'm going to move this over. If you guys comment in the meantime while I'm moving this desk, I will come back to you and respond to your comments after I get this done. So I'm going to try to turn this corner here. Alright. So there you guys go. That way you guys get a little bit of a shot of me rolling down the hall here. We're not really rolling it, but scooting it, whatever you want to call it. See if there's any more comments before I roll this down the hall or scoot it or whatever you want to call it. Nothing. So Going behind my desk and stuff, kind of figure out what's going on with that, all that stuff. Because I need to see about this extension cord and stuff and how I'm going to put that up. I don't know if I'm going to hang it on the wall or how that's going to work. But I do have some previous screws from something else that was hanging at one point. And if I'm lucky, no. I was going to say if I'm lucky they might line up, but... Fortunately, where it can line up like that. So we're just going to ignore that those are even there. This needs a plug in down here though. I'm going to try to see if I can fit the TV and the... I think that's probably going to be too much though, but I'm going to see if I can fit the TV and the monitor up here. So, nobody's up, I guess, at this late hour, except for Andrew that was on the stream earlier, and he didn't stay here too long. He left, so. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and I'm guessing. I guess I'll put you guys over. Well, I'll bring you guys over there with me because I got to clean off the desk first, I guess, before I put anything on there, huh? And then we'll see what we can do as far as how things are going to be organized and stuff. I was thinking about trying to see if I could use 3 screens, but I don't know if that's going to work out. So that would include the computer screen from the laptop, but I don't know if everything's going to fit quite right for that. So if I can manage to get both monitors on one thing, maybe we can manage to work something out for that. But typically I do use rags, but something like this that's simple, I'm not going to worry about it. So we'll grab our cleaner, you guys, and my paper towel, and we'll go over here. All right, so let's go ahead and put you guys down right here really quickly. I'm just going to wipe this desk down. Not too much to that. All right. All right. I need to grab a dry. Actually, you know what? No, I got an idea. Grab this for drying it off. All right, that works. All right, there we go. Perfect. But if you guys watch later on the replay, feel free to comment below, and I'll try to respond to you. Oops. You can act like it's a live video as you're watching it. So that's fine. That way I can still interact with you guys that aren't on the stream tonight. Because I like doing that with my audience. Also, let me know some requests of videos you have for the future. And things like that. So that way I can try to accomplish those and get some more videos made for you guys. Because I have a hard time thinking of things to do myself. I'm trying to get more used to this live thing, although it's just different. I'm so used to the pre-recorded stuff. So, I'm going to take this TV over next, or monitor as it is now. But, I'm going to come behind it and grab it here. And just bring it over. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to have this all set up later on. Now, if I'm willing to live with the setup where the TV's off to one side and the screen's off to another side, I might actually be able to fit both of them. That's what I'm going to try to do. So I'm getting the smaller screen right now. And I'm going to show you how I hook up all these cables and stuff too. So, but yeah, say hey, what's up when you get on the stream if you file in a little bit here. Or like I said, if you watch afterwards. That's cool too. Not seeing anybody else online yet though. And I apologize if I get close to that camera. My vision's bad, so I have to kind of look pretty close in order for myself to be able to make sure that I don't miss anybody. Because I don't want to do that to you guys. I don't want to miss out on what you guys have to say, because I'm sure it's very interesting. At least it is to me. Alright. I've kind of a rough idea. I think this is going to look okay, but I'm going to have to bring over my chair and sit in front of it in order to see. So I'm going to take you guys along with me on that process. And I figure it's more interesting probably to you guys see me bring in different things, so I'm probably going to bring you guys over there with me. So I got my little chair back here. This is one I always sit in when I edit or work on other stuff for computer related. Okay, so yeah, I was thinking about this, but now that I'm in front of it, I don't know so much. It doesn't look terrible, but I don't know. It doesn't feel right. This is one of the problems, because with the way my setup is, it's kind of hard to put it where it looks, right. Just because of the way that the TV sets, it takes up most of the space. So if I go to put a monitor up, it kind of has to be off to the side or something, and it just doesn't look quite right with a big TV next to it. So if I was to set it up differently, I'd have to put that card over here, and it'll look, the same as it did over there. And not necessarily saying it's going to be the same exact, but it's going to look very similar, and I don't know. I'm not sure if I like it like that or not. So we might just have to go with it, though, because I don't really know how else to make it work. It's not bad the way it was before, like I said. It just, not necessarily my preferred option, but it works. So I'm going to put you guys back here, and I'm going to show you me bringing in different things for the setup. So I'll put you guys right back here, and we'll do that. So, right, yeah, that's what it looks like right now. It doesn't look quite right, in my opinion. Just with the big TV and then the smaller monitor out. I don't know, I think it looks kind of off a little bit. And I can't straighten this out, unfortunately, because then it pushes that monitor off, so it just doesn't work out. So this is going to go a different direction here. It's going to go on the side of the setup. Just going to make sure I don't have any comments here because you guys are way in the back here. Okay, nobody's commented yet. So, let's just talk about things recently in my life. How that's been going. Lately, There hasn't been too much going on. I might see if I'm okay to film some this Thursday, because I'm going to be going to hang out with some of my buddies over at my church. They're on the tech team. It would be cool for some of you guys to see some of them and meet some of them. But I don't know. I got to talk with them because we're supposed to be going out there for a camera training thing. So I'm not sure if I can film that. So I'll have to talk with some people. Maybe not even film that specific portion of the video. Just try to keep it focused on, you know, regular stuff and see what I can do for you guys. Now, I don't normally like moving it with stuff on top, but I need to get enough room to scoot this cart in here. So, there we go. That looks pretty good. It just fell over though. Alright, now I'm going to scoot this over and back, obviously. So, I think I've got everything. Oh, wait. I know I didn't scoot it back yet. Back here, I need to hook up my internet extension box that I use for my video uploads, because I have to have a hardwired connection, because otherwise my MacBook doesn't get the quite right speeds. And no, I'm not a Apple fanboy or anything. That just happens to be what I use right now. Would I use a Windows if it had better specs and I had a good editing program built in? Yeah. But unfortunately, I do not have that kind of luxury, so I just stick with Mac for now. Okay, so I'm going to explain this a little bit here. This right here is my Ethernet. That is going to come with me, because that goes into that box. I have some other things that go on too with internet related things, and I'm going to talk about those as we get there. But for now, this is all we need. This has to go behind the desk, and then the desk can actually scoot back, and we can start working on that stuff. But yeah, you feel free to comment some things if you get on the stream, or even after the stream, like I said. Love to hear some of your guys' conversation and talk with you guys. It's always fun. So, alright. So you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect this to the Ethernet on the bottom of the extender. And this is going to plug into the outlet back here. The only other outlet that I have available, because the other one's the power bar. Alright. So, we'll talk about what that Ethernet cord goes to later, because that's actually another part of it. Like I said, there's more parts than one to this. So, I'm going to talk about that later. So I'm going to kind of angle this monitor here up against the edge like that, and I'll show you how that kind of plays into the setup here. Okay. So there you go. So these are kind of cornered together, so to speak. So it's kind of a little bit of an angle, but just good enough for me to see it from my seat. And I think that's going to be better than what I had before, especially once these are scooted more together, because they're going to be. So actually I think this monitor might need to scoot a little bit. Maybe we can scoot it over. Stoplight's now in the way. That figures. Alright, we're going to move you. My friend. Alright, there we go. Now, we should be fine. I should be able to see that from my desk just fine. So, now I'll scoot this over and back. So this is going to go down, by the way, behind it. So it's going to go behind the TV. And there might be some other stuff that goes behind it, but I'm not going to talk about that yet. Actually, I think I'll keep that over to the side. I like it kind of, you know, actually no. I think it's going to stay centered, because if it's centered, then it'll look more right when I'm here editing stuff. Okay, So let's go ahead and try to, oops, put this down here. Okay. Ethernet's gonna sit up here. Thunder. Okay, so good. Hello. That thing does not want to scoot very well. That side's much better. This side, though, on the other hand, was getting stuck in something earlier, but now it seems fine. There we go. All right. There we go. That looks pretty good. And this is actually going to look, I think, better from where I'm sitting at versus the way I had it before. So I think this should be good. All right. Just like I said before, hey, we got a viewer again. Like I said before, feel free to comment and we can talk a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is right under here. Obviously, you got to plug in some stuff, so there's going to be some of that going on here. Oops. So the TV has obviously got a power cable. Sorry about the shakiness. And we just lost our viewer. They got motion sickness. No, just kidding. But, ooh, the camera's a little dirty. Hold on. Sorry about that. I usually check that kind of stuff before I record, but this is a live stream, not a recording, so I can't fix it. And then come back to the video. Alright, so there's another power cable that goes, though, to the monitor, which I don't know actually where it went. Go look over here. Here it is. And by the way, I do not in any way, shape, or form like HP, what do you call it? HP monitors. But here's the thing. I got it for free. But in the tech industry, at least the tech industry I come from, we consider those horrible products. That's the symbolism for HP products. They're horrible products. So, never get one of those if you can help it. Not to offend any HP fans, but I am not a fan of HP. Alright, so let's just, whoops. Alright. So obviously this is the power cable for the TV. Although you guys wouldn't know that, but I do. So that's why I'm saying obviously. So what we're going to do, we've got these magnets, and this is a cool trick for anybody that has not really done much with extension cords before. This is a little cool trick you can do. You can magnetic your extension cord like that. And typically I'll do this at both ends, one with zip tie and one without, but I'm feeling that this is going to stay pretty good. I have too many heavy things that are going to be pulling on it. These are for hanging things up, those little magnets there. And what I do is I plug in the TV right there. And then this next one's going to be the monitor. So, we got monitor power cable right there. This goes in. This is for the Horrible Products monitor. Okay, so alright, so the Horrible Products monitor obviously gets plugged in up here. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see that, but I'm going to try. Alright, so up here got the Horrible Products monitor. And that has a power plug on this side, right there. There we go. And this power supply looks like it should be on a shelf somewhere, so that way it's not dangling. All right. Whoops. It's trying to fly away on me here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over and get the MacBook Pro. Now, any of you guys that are geeky tech people like me, this is a mid 2015 MacBook Pro, Core i7 processor. I don't remember how much RAM it's got in it, but that's the basics of the specs for this computer. It's a little older. I'm going to show you guys the guy MacBook Pro a little trick too. Later on in the video. Once you get the setup completed, you'll see there's a little trick you can do if you're a MacBook owner. And it allows the computer to stay running even when you put it into sleep mode. Or even if you decide not to put it into sleep mode and you just decide to close the lid. Just to keep all your background processes running, and if you're editing something, you don't have to have glaring light in your room. So, that's a cool little trick, and I'll show you how that's done later on. This right here, the MacBook, I'm going to try put it. This one's going to fit, ain't it? Hang on, guys. We got a bit of a issue here. Got a Mr. Spider. Now, me myself, I'm not afraid of spiders. If they invade my house, I kick their butt. In this guy's case, he's going to be dead soon. Where are you, little feller? I seen you. Where you go? Alright, hang on. Gotta get back here. I bet you he's in here somewhere. Oh, yep, there he is, there he is, there he is. Oh, yeah. He's in here. There we go. Crushed him, put him in the garbage. Where he belongs at. Yep, you don't do that. You don't invade my area, Mr. Spider. Don't like Mr. Spiders. Okay, we're just gonna make sure all of his webbing's gone so nobody else comes back to visit. You invade my space and you are dead. That's how we go. And normally I don't have very many spiders down here because I'm very good about keeping up with them, but that guy must have snuck in here not that long ago because I was just cleaning the other day down here. They love to invade this basement though, I'll tell you. Make sure there's nobody else hiding down there with him. Any of his friends here. Spider has been eliminated. And there's nobody here to see it, but that's alright. Anyway, what I was trying to say. MacBook Pro goes back here. Try to see if I can manage to scoot this laptop on here. There we go. That's much better. Alright. So I think I can yeah, I can definitely manage that. Right here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay. I killed Mr. Spider. Yep. He was hiding over the corner where my desk was starting to go. I was like, I just cleaned it out down here earlier today, and he crawls over. I was live streaming at the time, and I was like, swash. Then started going and show people how I set up my desk. And somebody joined earlier that his name was Andrew, first name. I don't know what the last name is, but the last name I've never heard of before. Unless that's just their username or whatever. They commented, hey, which it almost sounded like, you know, what Drew would say, but I don't think it was him, I don't think. Anyway. There was this person that joined earlier named Andrew B, or at least that's what their username was, Andrew. And then I couldn't read what the last name was, but yeah, because I'm live streaming right now. And they joined in earlier though and said, hey, and it almost reminded me of the way Drew talked, but I don't think that would be him unless I'm wrong. That'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? But it kind of reminded me of him, though. Yeah, well, if he is coming back, maybe we can figure out a way to get together or something. I don't know. I guess what he's trying to do, I don't know. Could be that he's trying to reach out that way. I don't know. Maybe. It just was weird to hear that as the first thing they said. You know what I mean? Like, huh, okay, that's interesting. They didn't say anything else, they just said, hey. And I was like, that sounds like him. Because you know how he always entered every single sentence. You know? But anyway, yeah. I'm showing people how I set up my desk. But yeah, Mr. Spider was a big, long-legged one. So he died. I don't like Mr. Spiders in my space. I don't know why they like to appear around here. Seems like you always have fun with those too. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I was talking with my grandma, telling her about the spider incident that we had here. So I've got my power cable for my MacBook laptop. This obviously gets plugged into our power strip. It gets ran up to the laptop. So I'm going to do that. Get this in here. We're going to run cable under here. I'm watching out for any more Mr. Spiders because we may have some friends down here. And if he does, they're going to be eliminated too. So just want to make sure we're covered on that issue. All right, so that is the, yeah, it ran away. All right, this right here is the power cable for the MacBook. That's gonna get plugged in there. Got to kind of traverse that stoplight. That is a good spot for it, just kind of, it's more difficult when I'm going back behind that cart, but usually I'm not doing that. So I think it'll be all right. All right, so got some more cables here to do. Got these. Woo! Uh-oh. USB thing. This. some of these things over. Alright, so this is some of our different little setup doodads and things. And I'm going to bring you guys over with me. That way I can see if anything is being talked with. If you guys are talking with me, I mean. I can talk with you guys. So, I'm going to kind of set you up the best way I can think of, and we'll go from there. Alright. So, we got our mouse. I mean, not our mouse, our keyboard. I don't know where in the world I got mouse from, but whatever. Got our keyboard, Windows 10 keyboard, just a cheap Dell one that I already had laying around. That's why it gets used for this. Just what I've got. I don't have an actual Apple keyboard or anything. So, it does the job, you know. That's what you're going to hear frequently from me. So we're going to put that back there. We got our mouse. That's a mouse. There we go. Now I've got my wording correct in here. At least for now. We'll see about 5 minutes later if I manage to say the right words. Alright, so right here, this is actually a multi-USB port. And I actually used to use this when I was at Encounter. Actually, I don't have any signs of that anymore because I erased all the little markings on there. There's a special way you can erase permanent marker off things, and I figured that out. So that was a little trick. I don't remember what I did to do it. Otherwise, I'd probably just be able to tell you guys, but I don't remember honestly what I did to remove it. That's been a while ago that I did that. Alright, so let's see if we can manage to make this work here. I'm going to try to go around the TV and see if that'll work out. I don't know if it will, but we'll try it. Oh, hello. Just knocked into my whiteboard. Oh yeah, that works. Let's see if this keyboard's long enough to do that as well. I think it should be. Yeah, there we go. That way they look a little more proper. Sitting up here. So those two are plugged into the multi-USB port hub that I've got over there. The headphones also get plugged into that. These are some gaming headphones I got literally at Goodwill. Cleaned them up. This headband was kind of wrecked up, but that's okay. These look like they've been at a gamer's place, and they used them for a lot of years because this thing's kind of, microphone's kind of falls a little easy. It's not bad though. They work, and they're really good for editing. So, I mean, at least for, you know, the low budget stuff that I have, it works perfectly fine. So, got just a standard HDMI cable. These are kind of got a thick cord on them, but they're just a regular HDMI. They can do up to 4K, I believe, resolution-wise. Of course, my MacBook's not 4K compatible, but if I had a computer that was such compatible, it would work. Although I'd also need a TV that was compatible with it, because this is just 1080p HD television. .1080p 60 hertz. In case you wondered the refresh rate on there. So that obviously plugs in an HDMI port on the Mac, HDMI port on the TV. Now, we have a VGA cable. And the reason why we have VGA cable, not another HDMI, is because my computer doesn't support two HDMIs. I'd have to buy a special card for that. I'm not going to do that. This is something I already had because I used to have a projector. So I had a little adapter here from VGA to DisplayPort. So that's what we're using. It's not a big deal. But VGA, and it looks pretty good on this monitor, so that's alright. Because VGA actually, I don't know if you guys know this, VGA goes up to 1080p HD, which is actually what it's outputting to this monitor, because this monitor also supports 1080p HD, and obviously the laptop does too, supposing that your monitor supports that. So yeah, and trust me, it does say 1080p HD. I'm not just thinking that. It does on this monitor anyway. Don't know if all monitors do that you guys might have for this, but mine at least is capable of that. Even though it is an HP monitor, it does do that okay. Oh, we actually covered up our screw holes with the television, didn't we? That's good. This is my internet router. Now, you're like, why do you have an internet router? Well, I actually like to run a separate Wi-Fi connection in case I want to, have myself log in or my friends. Now, this can be a little bit different as far as those speeds, obviously, but that's okay. And I also use the Ethernet port to run to my computer on the back, and which gives me just hardwired speeds. So it's no big deal. This, guys, goes in with that Ethernet cord that I was talking about before. That's what I was referring to the Ethernet cord on. So that goes in right here. And this router has got to go somewhere over here. It might just go onto the gotta think about this, but I think it's just gonna go on top of the laptop, because I can always pick it up if I have to turn on the laptop with the power button. It's a little different of a setup than I obviously had before. So I had to think things out like that type of stuff. All right. Anybody else commented or on the live stream? Nope. All right. Whoops. We're just going to continue on as if people were actually here. All right. So some of you guys will probably see this like tomorrow or something, but that's fine. I always like when you guys even watch the replays, so just do whatever's comfortable for you guys, obviously. So gonna plug in my Ethernet to my laptop now. Oops. And then after I do that, I'm going to give you guys an example of something. Now, if you got a power cord and some sort of video source connected, I don't know if it works on VGA or not. You guys would have to look into that, because I don't have just VGA alone. I've got VGA and HDMI. So, but I know it works for sure on HDMI. So, if you have power and HDMI and a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse connected, then you're able to actually use your Mac in something called clamshell mode, which means you can turn the Mac on, close the screen, and it'll continue to operate. You can obviously shut off your external monitor with the power button. I believe actually you can do it with even just possibly a keyboard, mouse, and a power cord, but I don't know that for certain, so don't quote me on that one. So right now, we just double press the space bar, and it should awaken our computer. It's just not doing. Maybe I should power on my HDMI source. I don't have the remote. Oh, I do actually have the remote over here. I didn't think I brought that over yet. Okay. Yeah, so it just comes up on the HDMI monitor at first. So that makes me think even more that the VGA might not work by itself. Like I said, you might not even have to use an external monitor. I don't think that's a requirement, actually, but you guys would have to look. I'm just here to do my setup, so you guys would kind of have to look through that. Although there is, some cool things about that whole thing, obviously, about having it set up like that. Now, right now, what it's doing is it's trying to open Final Cut, but we're not going to use Final Cut right now, so we'll close that. All right. So now I have this set up in a mode right now where I can use dual monitors. So it won't mirror the image, it'll make them separate monitors. So there's the main one, secondary. The secondary is where my video preview typically shows up when I'm editing. And this monitor is the main monitor. Now I'm going to show you a little bit of my setup with Final Cut Pro and stuff like that. And maybe even how I record a service. We'll see how I feel at the end of all this. If I feel like going through it, then maybe we will go through it before the night ends on how I record my church services, or how you guys could record something on your computer. If you so happen to be interested, if you're a Mac owner. Then I can kind of give you guys a little showing of that here. And see if we can manage to show you guys something new. If you guys haven't done it before. Okay. So you're going to go down here. And we're going to grab our power cord. Pull that through. Just the same as we've done for everything else. Alright. And I also keep a phone charging cord over here at my desk. So that way if I'm over here working on stuff, I can also still charge my phone. So put that up here. Oops, and it's going to fall off, but I will fix that. I got an idea for that in a little bit. So don't worry about that. I think I got enough light right now over here at my desk, but I may bring over a small little light for my keyboard or something. We'll see. I think I might just leave it, but we'll try it out. And if it looks okay, then I'll probably just leave it as it is. Oops. Put that right there. All right. Water related things. More water related things. And I get some little perks too. I'm just gonna say that much because I'm part of the video team over at my church. I'm not gonna talk about what I'm referring to as far as perks, but there's just a few little things I get. So I'm gonna show you how I record my services. Okay. So all right, so we're going to put this to the very back. These are our most full ones. They're going to go in the back. It's still closed just fine. Put that right there. Put this right here. There we go. All the water stuff is in one drawer. Now this is going to be what I was talking about for the cable. So the phone cable will just come up here, be clipped right in, and it'll stay put. And this is for my, now, I guess I should have probably done this on the other side. Let's just run it over there. There we go. On this drawer, the headphones can hang from that. There we go. That looks much better. That way the cable's right on the same side and everything. Looks normal. Alright. So there you guys go. I'm going to show you how I record my services and give you a final look at the setup. So let's do that. I'm also going to look at how my lighting would look in here if I was editing on something. So, Amazon Basement on. Amazon Basement on. Are you hearing me? Amazon Basement on. Oh wait, Amazon Bedroom on. Got too many commands to remember, gosh. Amazon Basement off. Alright. So, we're gonna... I think you guys should still be able to see me, I think. I'm on the home screen of my phone right now. It's got to change these lighting colors because they're wacky right now. Turn off that. Whoop. Got it. Why is it not working? Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna try to explain what just happened there. Oh, got it still on the ground. Gonna try to explain what happened there. So basically, my I'm all okay. My phone's all crazy right now, but basically what happened there was my headphones fell. They pulled my tripod down because it whacked my phone cord. And then everything just, like I said, kind of fell. So, that's what happened. In case you guys are wondering, I'm wondering why it went to black suddenly. Alright, there we go. Now we're back to normal lighting. Alright, so, let's give you guys a little bit of a look here at my screen. So typically, whoops. So now I'm not going to do this in, for real. But I'm going to show you guys how I do it. So you can search for this application if you don't already have it set up on your home screen. It's called Screenshot. You can search for it up here in the right-hand corner of your Mac by the Siri icon. So you can click on that. Bless me. Now open Spotlight search. We searched for screenshot. And it'll be the first result screenshot. So I just put in screen and it showed up. So you click on that, and what I do is I like to right click it and pin it to my little taskbar. So you can see remove from dock is selected, but yours will say pin to dock or something like that. And you can pin it down there. Now, I just use default Safari application when I'm doing this, but you can use Chrome, even though I don't prefer Chrome. Firefox, that one's a pretty good one. Or something like that. But I'm just using Safari for ease of use here. So I'm going to pull up my special website here that I have for my church. It doesn't really matter. You can record from any website or anything on your computer. But I just happen to be doing this. So I have this thing called iShowU Audio Capture. It's in settings. If you go here, system preference, sound, and you can install this too. And it'll allow you to record your internal audio. You won't be able to record your microphone at the same time, but you can record your internal audio with this. So that's something you're looking forward to, then do that way. So it's select on aggregate device right now, which is the output. So basically I'll output to iShowU my headphones down here, so that way I get headphone volume, and my speakers on my TV. So if I turn it up, you'll hear that playing. Now, what I would do is I typically start the recording as soon as I started this, make sure it was selected in 1080p, and so then it would record. Now, after I get down to the start of the service here, then they'll play through their songs like they typically do. And this whole time my recorder's running. Kind of count down everything, because I keep all that stuff in my video. I want to give people a full experience.
Some worship song.
Alright, so you can see what I mean. And then we go through our whole service. And then it'll eventually get to the end, it'll look like that. It'll look like a play button, and then it'll be the end. Now if I hit play, it'll just stop. And then if I click it again, it'll start back over. So, yeah. So we will go ahead and close out of this tab here. Now I'm going to pull back up this guy. Oops. And you can't see that because my thing's going all wobbly. But basically, normally after that, I'll come up over here and open up Final Cut. I am in the trial version, so that's why I see that, because I'm not paying for Final Cut Pro. And I'll start a new project and put in all the stuff. Now, the reason why this is empty is because I've already deleted all my stuff from this weekend. But now I'm going to go through and edit and have my headphones for that. And that's my other monitor, like I said. So you got two. And go between. Now this one's got the viewer on there. That's why it's blank right now. So I'll usually go through that. And then it'll be the end of service. And I'll come after I get done with all that. I'll go in my Safari, open up YouTube, upload it, stuff like that. All the fun stuff that you guys are used to seeing will be there then. Typically I get it done. Typically I get it done before it's service time. So because I get the ability to do that. So usually I'll pre-record it. Get all ready, and then upload it once our first service hits, which is about 3 p.m. That's why you see them 3 p.m. every Saturday on my, bearing in mind, obviously, sometimes I get a little distracted and working on some other stuff, and then don't get uploaded until a few minutes after 3, but usually it's 3 o'clock right on the dot that I start all that. And then you guys are able to see the service. So that's basically the setup of how I do that. I think that's it, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm really glad you guys got to come see that. That's how I set it up. Now, give me some suggestions of some things you want to see in the future. I'd love to get some suggestions of what I can do. Can't wait for you guys to see this video. Thank you guys for tuning in for this long, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.